Hey guys, this is Anthony from Team Baseball. I just want to make a quick video about alternator line. It's been a big complication for people in the community. I just want to make this video because I've been dealing with it for a couple of years now with customer cars, my cars. So just want to make this video to help you guys out and save you money and time. So here we go. Alternator line is when you have an interior amplifier hooked up to interior speakers and you get a whining or a pulsating noise. And the most common cause of this is if you run the power wire and the RCA wire on the same side of the car. Just unplug it from the amplifier, run to the other side, and hopefully that fixes it. If not, check your RCA wire, make sure there's no cuts or anything, and if there's wire touching bare metal or anything, just try wrapping it up with electric tape or something and see if that fixes it. And then if that doesn't, just buy new RCAs, preferably one with thicker plastic, because plastic shielding, because it'll actually eliminate vibrations and any other noise. So also, if that doesn't work, then try checking your ground of the amplifier. Make sure it's sounded down all the way, there's no paint or anything blocking it. Make sure it's bare metal, make sure it's a good ground spot. I'll post a video later of how to get a good ground, or just check YouTube. So if that doesn't work, then pull out your head unit. I know a lot of the lower end Pioneers and then some other models of head units, their RCAs aren't grounded properly. So every RCA that's ever been attached to a head unit has a little screw in it. So what you want to do is there's going to be 4 RCAs and a screw, and you're going to want to unscrew the screw a little bit and get solder wire or any kind of bare metal or anything conductive and wrap it. And I'll post a picture of that below. And what that does is it grounds the RCAs. So the RCAs themselves, the outer ring is negative and the inner ping is positive. So that'll ground the RCAs better. Hopefully that works. If not, you might need to get the filter, certain kinds of filters. And the way to figure out what kind of filter you need is, so to figure that out, turn your car on, and when the whining, turn the car on so you can hear the whining, and unplug one of your RCAs from the amp. And if the whining stops, that means it's your inline power wire on your radio, which is red or yellow. And I'll tell you in a second how to figure that out. But if you unplug the one RCA and the whining's still going, that means it's your RCAs, and you would need an RCA loop isolator. So I'm going to start with the power one real quick. To figure out which wire it is, you're going to twist both the red and the yellow together off the head unit, and you're going to touch the constant on the aftermarket harness. And you're going to unplug the red one and then touch the constant again, and if the whining starts up again, then that means it's the red wire, and just vice versa. And then what the filter does is it has like a capacitor or some kind of module that constantly, while the car is running, it cleans up the signal. So it worked in all the cars I did it with, so it'll work for you. It's only like around 10 bucks. Like, I think the one I got was $7. So it's not really expensive, you just gotta wait for shipping. And then the RCA loop isolator, what that is it's like a little block. It has 2 RCAs that come out that you plug into your amp, and then it has the 2 inputs on the thing itself. You plug your RCAs coming from the head unit into it, and what it does is it's the same exact thing. It just cleans up the signal from the RCAs, and it has like little brown wires that you ground, and it just grounds it. So it just better grounds it and just keeps isolating it. So and then you just plug it into your amp, and then it'll solve the problem. So I mean, the filters are obviously just band-aids, and to my own knowledge, this is all the stuff that anyone's ever said to how to fix alternator line. Another point you guys might make is that people sometimes shove like little speaker wire with like they get like copper wire, and then they have like a little plastic thing coming out, and they leave that plastic thing on, but they shove the RCA onto that wire. That's the same exact thing I talked about, soldering the or not soldering per se, just like solder wire or bare wire and conductive wire, and grounding that down. That's probably better than shoving the wire in, but whatever works, I guess. But yeah, this is to my knowledge, everything that anyone's ever said. My own little theory I have is, it's just a theory, I haven't never tested it before, but theoretically, if the power wire on your head unit is the reason why you're getting that whining noise, and it's just like a dirty signal coming from the power wire, which obviously means it's old and corroded, and it's not getting proper flow of power, That just means it's not necessarily a good wire. So, I mean, theoretically, I guess what you could do is get like 10 gauge, or not anything like huge or anything, but like around 10 gauge power wire, and just run directly from the battery to your head unit. I mean, it's brand new wire, it's not corroded or anything, so probably better wire too, so better quality, not the stock GM or whatever kind of car you have. But I don't know, in theory, I think that would work. So if you don't want to use a filter, you could do that too, I guess. But I've never tested it before, so I have no idea on if that'll work or not. But I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. So hope this video helps you guys, save you money and time. And this is Anthony, Team Base Players, and I hope it helps you guys out. Peace.